Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now it's Isak. Now it's Wirtz. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Diaz. Now it's Haaland. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, well played, well played. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Looking to play him in. Now it's Isak. Big header! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking for the run. That looks a good ball through. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Now it's Isak. Quarter of an hour played. And that's put paid to a promising move. Nunez! Oh, they could be caught out, and one more try! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Terrific header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Wirtz. That has not gone well. Now it's Haaland. Mohamed Salah. Can he finish? And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's there! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
After 22 minutes is number 19, Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
He has found a way through. Reinders. Now, can they get him away? And he was quick to react. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out...
Oh no, this does not look good. He's found a way through. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. And if you have just joined us, still just Adams has given away a free kick. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Rodri. And here's Isak. He's having a shot! That was probably asking just too much. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Reinders. Always onto this. Goes for a shot! Oh, another save.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Keeper's dealt with that. Reinders has it in a wide position. And now they can spring out of defence. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Reinders, can he get it through? Big chance! That's a half-decent try. Corner number 2 then. And he's gone looking for safety. And it's Rodri. Nice interception, well timed. Diaz. And reclaimed it in a trice. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Darwin. Van Dijk. Wirtz. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Robertson picks it, he gets big! It's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, this looks sharp. Isak.
Oh, that was...
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. The second half then, just getting going. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well read, nice interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Reinders, now it's Isak. Ødegaard, now it's Darwin.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Wirtz, lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Here's Rodri. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, some tackle that. And here's the chance to counter. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Laos clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that.
Decent chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Good take and shot a goal!
Substitution on the field. Number
It's their
19,
second corner of the game.
Mohamed Salah. Coming on the field is...
And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Ibrahima
And now a sudden chance to counter. Great vision. Floated through. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vitz is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
In with the challenge. Now that's well seen too. De Ligt. Rice. Moved on forwards. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Konate. And here's Haaland. And he plays one through. He's picked his way through. What a throw in.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Matthias de Ligt. Number 18, Luis Diaz.
Robertson has created one goal
Number
already.
8, Erdegaard.
Looking for options for
Coming on the
movement.
field, number 14,
Tries a shot!
Pau
Pau
Torres.
Torres.
Number 15, Gakpo.
Konate.
Number 16,
Here's
Rodri.
Haaland. Rodri does well to get it back. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Isak. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Rodri. Now it's Gakpo. Played into space. Gakpo looking to run onto it. Oh, that's fabulous. And a chance! He's scored! And they've got their lead back. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Now it's Isak. And it's made its way to him. And he's intervened well there. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Substitution on the field. Number 41, Rice. Coming on to replace him is number 10, Palmer. Substitutions taking place.
And he's managed to gift it back. Van Dijk. And it's been given away. Nunez shoots!
Laos surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, easy pickings there. Gakpo. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Laos can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Calvert-Lewin. He is through here. Konate gets good distance on it. Pass somewhat off target. And that pass just didn't quite work.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Raya sends that a long way. Cherki. 2 minutes to be added on. Haaland engages and forces him off the ball. And he's going to have his name taken. It's just beyond his reach. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Laos really were very impressive in the way they found pockets of space in those key areas. They were able to get the runners in, and that proved decisive.
Thanks to Jim alongside. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to
evening.
today's
The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I think we'll find it very hard to overlook the qualities of this guy, Jordan Henderson. He'll be the key supply route for those quality balls from deep, although if need...
Climbs up big! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Hullet. And Shevchenko! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Shevchenko actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a nicely weighted pass. Cleared without hesitation. That has not gone well. Now that looks a decent ball. Shevchenko! Now, who's going to be first to this? Plays it across. Bale is there, and he can get that clear. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks.
Bullish header! It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. And that's really well manoeuvred. Great ball, and he's in here. And he shoots!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And this is Shevchenko. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Jordan Henderson is one of those players who's known for reading the game. There's the shot! And the ball's come loose here. And one more try! And yes, it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now it's Messi. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That's going to go a long way.
Laos are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Costa Curta. Looking for the run. Spread neatly. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And here's Hullet. Played back in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Ambitious ball here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Pass just lacking in accuracy.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's a cute ball. The message is clear, none shall pass. Tries to play it through. That is a great... And the shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now it's Shevchenko. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well timed, excellent interception. Bale. Shevchenko. Hullet. Shevchenko. Chouameni. And this is Bale. Bale gets it away. Henderson did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That's beautifully weighted. Ribery gets it. And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Well, the angle wasn't good, and neither was the keeper. He scored then when he had no right to.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Quick reminder today, please have your entry tickets at hand as it's time to announce today's winning lottery numbers.
Substitution in progress.
And the second half gets underway.
Laos really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half.
Could be danger here. Time and again they are repelled. Pedri, and he's got the beating of his man. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now he's got space here. That is ended up in no man's land. Costa Curta.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Chouameni. Short changes him with that pass. Jordan Henderson. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He's in space and looking for options. Swings in across. Van Bouten tries to clear. Pedri.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is
Face
filled.
to face with the... Can he finish? It's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Ribéry, he's got away. Here comes the cross. In again, big header! Bale. And this is Ronaldo, and he's searching through. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Bayer looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, their manager seems to have...
Great chance! Oh, that's incredible!
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Substitution on the field, number 20.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
9.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Pedri, number 8. Hades, coming on the field, number 11.
Driving through the middle.
Number 10.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Number 19, Chiesa. Number 22, Cafu. Number 13, Isco. Substitution.
Jordan Henderson. Isco pokes it out wide. Cafu finds himself offside. Mbappe. He's picked his way through into the last quarter of an hour. Aimed beyond the defence. Van Bouten with the foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
And he couldn't keep it down.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Now that was quite some save.
Cristiano Ronaldo will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
It's their second corner of the game. Well, that is one way to stop him. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Bale did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. And that has left him in a heap. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
This certainly looks appetising, well within shoot. Griezmann! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save. And that is a little undercooked. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Well, played right into his path. Oh, what a climb! No, it's wide. Bale. Cafu. The final 5 minutes. Griezmann. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe puts his foot on the gas. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And he's away. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Bullet! Oh, denied at the last. Done delicately. He has a look up. And that's gone loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Pullet is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Henderson getting this one clear. He's away. That's a foul, no two ways about it. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
And that's it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to
evening. The
today's
skies are
match.
clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started. So a very special reception for the very special Franck Ribéry. Gullit with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, I guess this was unexpected, a change so early in the game.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
And this is great chance! Decent enough try.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Nice looking ball. That ball looks a good one. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Neymar looks to get on the end of this. Messi looking to play him in. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo looking for a runner. Well, there is a look that says it all. Chouameni has got himself a free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. A heavy challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Ribéry picks it up out wide. And that's been won straight back. Knocks it out wide. Pedri. He gets big. They've scored! Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Chouameni. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Ribéry. Pinged towards the front line. And now the breakaway. Now it's Messi. And it's Neymar. And that's a good ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Van Bouten gets it clear. Oh, well played, well played. Ernest, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. Costa Curta. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, Van Bouten with a definite foul there. Van Bouten has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Messi. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pedri.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now.
Oh, he's been caught napping! It's a good run down the right. That pass just didn't quite work. Marquinhos. Bale. Bale's cross. He's got full. It's hit the crossbar. And smartly reclaimed. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And he's there to clear it.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Not the most accurate pass.
Laos certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Neymar. Driving on and making good progress. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's found a way through. Great ball, a chance! He scores! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Neymar really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Chouameni. Now Van de Ven. That has been cut short. And here's the chance to counter. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Please make sure to watch the screen for an
How would you review the first half?
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
Well, that's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Pedri. Pedri with the cross. That's really well cleared. Rijkaard. Van de Ven proves too strong. He's in plenty of space here, and he's picked it up out wide. Now there's a fine ball. Tries a shot! They've scored!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Knocks it into space. There's no flag. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Over to the left, back into the middle. Cristiano Ronaldo. Bayer claims comfortably.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That's a sharp pass. That's an imaginative pass. Jordan Henderson. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Henderson goes steaming forward. Quality ball. And he's in on goal. There's the header! He scored! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Substitution on the field, number 20, Cristiano
So, time for
Ronaldo.
changes on
Number
both sides,
7,
actually.
Ribery.
This is quite a
Number 8.
battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Coming on the field,
That's ruffled a few feathers,
11,
but well dealt with.
Number 19,
And here's Mbappe.
number 15.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Number 22.
Well, that looks a decent ball.
Number 13.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Neymar.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
There's a sharp little ball here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Mbappe. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Cavani. Kutchu shoots!